Imagine walking into the gym one day and you look around only to behold all the peasants lifting a pathetic amount of weight compared to you. And what's more, none of them are nearly as lean and muscular as you, so it's not like you just dirty bulked your way up to lifting an incredible amount of weight by stuffing your face with pizza and cosmic brownies. You sit back on the bench and scoot under the barbell where you have 2 plates stacked on each side. Everyone turns their heads because they're all thinking to themselves, there's no way this little guy's about to hit 225. And like a freaking boss, you lift that barbell into position and knock out 6 reps all by yourself. Didn't even ask anyone around you to spot you because you knew for a fact that you could do it and you didn't need any help at all. That'll be you someday soon after you finish this video, because I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to do to get stupid strong with reverse pyramid training. For those of you who are new here, I'm Ben Richardson. I'm a personal trainer, a certified nutrition coach, and a chemical engineer. For years, I suffered from poor health and low testosterone, and it wasn't until I hit rock bottom with a pretty nasty breakup in college that I really started to finally get a grip on my life. So I'm here to share what I've learned along my journey with others so that they can improve their health and their lives just like I did. And I do post videos just like this one every single week, so make sure you subscribe so that you're not missing out. Okay, let's dive into today's topic. It honestly amazes me that more people don't use reverse pyramid training to get stronger, because to me, it seems like such an obvious way to train. So real quick, I'll explain what reverse pyramid training is by contrasting it to standard pyramid training. All right, so imagine you're climbing up a pyramid. Like seriously, you're literally in Egypt right now and you have to climb up one of the pyramids. By the time you reach the top, you probably want to sit down and enjoy the view that you just worked so hard to get to. But no, when you reach the top, you have to hit a PR on the bench press, even though you're already tired from climbing up the pyramid. That's literally what standard pyramid training is like. Like, how are you gonna hit PRs if you're trying to do them after you're already tired? Okay, so picture this now. Now you're being escorted in a helicopter by your personal helicopter pilot, because you know you have one of those now since you cracked the code to getting stronger than everyone else in the gym, and your personal pilot just drops you off at the top of the pyramid. And you still have to do your PR on the bench press. You're not exhausted because you didn't have to spend all that energy climbing up the pyramid, so your body is nice and fresh, it's ready to lift heavy and crush a PR. And after you crush your PR, all you gotta do is climb down the pyramid on the nice, easy stairs with a handrail that's not scorching hot to the touch from the sun beating down on it all day. It's actually cool to the touch. So you know, it's a very pleasant and enjoyable climb down. That's what reverse pyramid training is like. Okay, so now that that colorful scenario is stuck in your head, hopefully it makes sense why reverse pyramid training is the key to becoming even more powerful and immortal than the most sacred Egyptian gods.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I mean, that's obviously why we refer to pyramids in the first place when we talk about training techniques, because that is the ultimate goal, right? Now, a few things to mention about reverse pyramid training before you go trying to deadlift 3 times your body weight on your very first set. Firstly, you still want to do a couple warm-up sets before you try to crush your PRs, because this is just intelligent lifting practice. Even though you do want to capitalize on your body's freshness when you try to lift your heaviest, you still need to prime your bodies and your muscles for lifting heavy to avoid hurting yourself. So even though your hot blonde personal helicopter pilot just dropped you off at the top of the pyramid, because yeah, obviously your personal helicopter pilot is a hot blonde chick. I mean, that's just good marketing, fellas. Even though she just dropped you off at the top of the pyramid and your body isn't fatigued yet, you still want to warm up a little bit, because that's just smart. Now, your warm-up sets shouldn't be that taxing on your body or your central nervous system, but they should still be heavy enough to get your blood pumping and your muscles warmed up. So you don't need to be making faces like this during your warm-up sets, but you also want to lift enough weight to get those muscles ready to work hard. By the way, if at any point you find all of this information to be super confusing, you should go download my fitness and nutrition app called RichFit. It's available for free on the Google and the Apple stores, and there's also a free 12-week fat loss program in there that you can go through. There's plenty of fitness and nutrition training, and everything's laid out nice and easy for you. I mean, there's so much free stuff on there, you'd literally be an idiot not to take advantage of it. But anyways, back to warm-up sets. I recommend doing 2 warm-up sets before jumping right into your heavy set. So just to give you an example, let's say my heavy set on flat bench press is 245 for 5 reps. I'd probably warm up with a set of 135 for 5 reps and a second set of 185 for 3 reps, just to kind of give you an idea of what these numbers look like. I'm only doing 5 reps and 3 reps for each of the sets because I don't want to exhaust myself on these sets, but there's still enough weight on the barbell to get my muscles warmed up from doing just a few reps. I would rest a minimum of 3 minutes before hitting your heavy set too. I'm anal enough about this to the point where I actually set a timer to stay consistent with my rest time between my sets. And I suggest you do the same. I know for a fact that you have your phone with you and it has a timer on it, so use it. You'd be surprised how big of a difference it makes resting 2 minutes between your sets compared to 3 minutes. And if you don't believe me, feel free to just test it out yourself. After you do your heavy set, all you gotta do is climb down the pyramid. So you're going to rest for another 3 minutes after your heavy set, and you're gonna decrease the weight by about 10 to 20%. Now, if you're dumb like me and you have no idea how to calculate that, take the weight that you just lifted and move the decimal point over to the left by 1 digit, and then subtract that number off the weight that you just did. You can also use this same method to calculate a tip for when you go out to eat at restaurants too. Just move the decimal point over to the left by 1 digit, multiply that number by 2, and that's a 20% tip right there. I spent way too many years of my life not knowing how to do that, so you're welcome, boys. Math is easy, but arithmetic is hard. Okay, back to reverse pyramid training. You'll be able to do more reps at this lower weight after you take 10 to 20% of the weight off, and it's also going to feel really light after doing a heavy set. And then after doing this medium set, you'll just do the same exact thing again for your 3rd set, and then you're done with the exercise. So let's go over an example here. So let's say I'm using reverse pyramid training on bench press to get stronger. My 2 warm-up sets were 135 for 5 and 185 for 3. I'm gonna rest for 3 minutes, crush my heavy set at 245 for 5 reps, then rest another 3 minutes. Using my handy little decimal trick, I'm going to remove 24.5 pounds because that's what you get when you move the decimal place 1 digit to the left of 245 pounds. And I mean, you can round this number, it doesn't need to be exact. So let's just go with 25 pounds. I'm gonna lower the weight by 25 pounds for my next set, and that's gonna be about 220 pounds. After I've rested for 3 minutes, I'm probably gonna be able to do 6 to 8 reps at 220 pounds. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for my 3rd set. Lower the weight and rest for 3 minutes again. I'm just gonna round to 20 pounds this time. So I'm shooting for 200 pounds as my light set, and I should be able to get 8 to 10 reps. Boom. All done with that exercise, on to the next one. Now, I know I just threw a lot at you, but if you get this process down and use reverse pyramid training with your main compound lifts, you're going to build freak-like strength, and that picture I painted at the beginning of the video is going to morph into the reality that is your life. Seriously, you are going to be a regular beast in the gym. You should use this lifting technique with any big compound lifts. So lifts like shoulder press movements, squat movements, bench press movements, pull-ups or chin-up movements, you name it, it works gangbusters on all of them. So any compound lift where you're recruiting a lot of muscle volume to perform, that's going to be a great exercise to use reverse pyramid training to get stronger with. So start using this training style more often and you'll be getting stronger and building muscle in no time. And if you really want to take things to the next level, make sure you check out my video on how to lift more weights than 99% of men in the gym. I've used all the tactics in that video and continue to use them to this day to build an incredible level of strength naturally. So I hope to see you over there. But that's all for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here and you've made it this far, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel as well. Also, make sure you go check out my fitness and nutrition app. It's called RichFit, and it's available for free on the Google and the Apple stores. And there's that free 12-week fat loss program in there with tons of fitness and nutrition training, so make sure you take advantage of that. If you follow that program to the T, you are going to get great results. Anyways, if you made it to the end, I do appreciate the support, and I hope you got a ton out of this video too. Good luck becoming an absolute freak freak in the gym. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.